Mr President. Our colleague Mr Coelho has yet again justified his middle name, Carlos Schengen Coelho. He is our resident expert on the LIBE committee, and we are very grateful for his work and his expertise. And he has done a very good and forensic report or reports on these proposals. And in fact, it highlights what an awful muddle the European Union is in regarding monitoring and evaluation. It certainly makes no sense to me that fitness to join the Schengen zone should be exclusively in the hands of the Member States in any case, irrespective of any arcane split between pre- and post-Schengen accession. And we are told in the Commission proposal for the regulation that as evaluation before putting into effect is fundamental for Member States in order to gain mutual trust, it seems reasonable for this to remain the responsibility of Member States. Well, we don't leave it to Member States to evaluate the Balkan countries, who this evening in the LIBE committee we will vote on their fitness for visa waiver, for visa-free travel. There it's the Commission which does the assessment and the evaluation. So there's no consistency at all in saying that it should be in the hands of the Member States to judge other states. And to be honest, I actually don't grasp this peculiar split between evaluation of putting into effect measures necessary to join Schengen, which according to the Commission has to remain intergovernmental, and checking the implementation of the Schengen acquis. Certainly it appears that the Member States don't do a very good job, because we learn from the proposal for the decision that in recent years Member States have not seen the need to carry out evaluations on the spot concerning judicial cooperation in criminal matters and drugs. Data protection has also not always been subject to on-site evaluations. I think there are many people, not only in this House but beyond, who would think that issues to do with criminal cooperation, drugs, tackling drug smuggling and protection of privacy are rather important matters to have on-the-spot inspections about. So I entirely support the conclusions of Carlos Coelho that we need to bring all this together to have a consolidation of the procedures by which this evaluation is done, to consolidate the tasks between the first and the third pillar, and I hope that soon the phrase third pillar will be consigned to history and I never have to say it again, and to have one simple, effective, efficient and transparent evaluation. And the transparency includes accountability to the European Parliament. It is most strange that at this stage, at this juncture, on the eve of what I am now convinced will be the ratification of the Lisbon Treaty, and I did my bit in the UK House of Lords last year, by the way, that the Commission should put forward this extremely muddled and senseless set of proposals. So I support the rejection, and I would request the Commission to come back with a better proposal that takes account of the Lisbon Treaty, it takes account of codecision, it takes account of simplicity and effectiveness in monitoring, and is consistent with the Commission's and the Parliament's responsibilities in other areas. It begs the whole question of the way peer review is done in this European Union of the 27 Member States. As I say, that bears looking at, including in the human rights area, because we don't seem to have any clear principles and structures and simply adopt different things in different areas. Much as I love the Member States, I am afraid they often adopt a practice of I'll scratch your back and you scratch mine, which means they don't criticise each other, so actually they are not good people to evaluate each other. The Commission, when it works at its best, is the one to do it. As I've got a few seconds left, could I just challenge, and it's sort of got to do with free movement, Mr Bradbourne from the ECR group, I think it's called now, called for a global ban on so-called naked body scanners. It would have helped if he'd been at the vote last year when his colleagues opposed a ban on the use of these body scanners without a fundamental view of human rights. His colleagues voted against that ban. Mr Bradbourne wasn't even present at the vote, so it's a bit rich for him now to go on about it.